Hello Mighty Nation and welcome back to another episode of Army Men of War. So in this episode we are going to be overlooking the Greens attacking in mass forces against the Tan Lions, and this is like a last stand for these Tans because this is the last line of infantry, tanks and all sorts really, bunkers, artillery, literally everything. It's like the last stand before they're going to get into their house. And as you can see over here, we can actually see inside the house. The house has an interior. So look, there's all the interior of the house. I'm not sure we'll be able to fit all this in one episode, but we'll give it a damn good go. But yeah, so the main objective of today's battle would be is to advance all of the green soldiers through these lines, crush them, and attack this strategic position over here, wipe out their airfield, and take out this huge Tan sand fortress. So as you all know, in one of the previous episodes, I did mention that this fortress right here, this sandpit, can build anything on it. All they've got to do is wet the sand and they can build it. So what their Tan leader has decided, this guy right here, who's just a simple captain, he's decided to establish a fortress and protect his noble workers, because they're probably the most powerful weapon they have at the moment. So they are going to be bringing some reinforcements from inside the house as well. And let's just have a quick look at the leftovers of all the Reds. So as you all know, in the previous video, the Reds did attack, and they got their asses whooped. Absolutely got their asses whooped. So this is kind of what's left over on the battlefield. All the grass is burned, and yeah, so I think we're just going to go ahead and press start and see what happens. So here we go. So as you can see, the Tan soldiers seem to be moving up just to inspect the dead bodies. Just making sure there's no one else alive, I think. I think that's a lot of Tans. It's got to be 100 men. That's a good portion of the Tan forces right here. Practically everyone behind the trench right there. Oh, what's that? Oh, we have a green patrol moving up. I wonder if they're going to spot each other. So I can hear some tanks on the way. Oh, and the fight's kicked off. So there is a lot of greens coming. A hell of a lot of greens coming. We're talking like, well, it's got to be like half of the whole green army just moving on this one position. Because if the greens take this house right here, they can invade the next house right next door. They'll have an airfield. They'll be practically be neighbours, wouldn't they? So, oh, here we go. Let's have a little look from the Tan lines. It might get a little bit laggy, but we can deal with a bit of lag, can't we? Oh, so we've got a mix of Shermans, and we have a good mix of other tanks as well. These artillery pieces right here, the mounted artillery, and these things right here. Really cool looking tanks. I do know that the Greens do have a bit of a surprise for the Tans. They've been building a specific tank just for this occasion, and I'll show you it in a moment. So the Greens are moving up with their artillery and their tanks first to try and clear the way, which is probably the wisest thing you could possibly do in this sort of situation. Got artillery piece taking a lot of fire. I'm just hoping this grass doesn't catch fire again. Even though it's burnt, I do believe it can still burn in this game, which is kind of stupid, really. So here comes another wave of tanks. This time with a lot of infantry. So it's a bit of a blitzkrieg motion right there. They're following the infantry. Oh, and here's their secret weapon. Look at those. Beautiful. Oh, no. Oh, I thought he hit his own troop then. Oh, he is. Not doing any damage to his own men though. So let's see the damage these things are dealing. They call them trench destroyers, because there's just no hiding from those missiles. They're kind of like, it's a bit like a land mattress. It's the vehicular carpet bomb. So it just covers the whole area in missiles. There's no dodging them really. So as you can see, the Tans have like a no retreat sort of thing going on. Just don't want to move. They're holding their ground. A good mix of guerrilla Tans and Imperial Tans. And here comes another wave of the Tunguska fire. Is that what they call it? I don't know what the specific name is. Oh, we can see back here that some of the grass has caught fire again. Might get a tiny bit laggy, but a lot of the grass burnt away in the last episode. So if you did miss the last episode, do check the description because it's going to be there. So if you want to catch up and see the previous battle, which was on the same map, but it was with the Reds, so you can check that one out in the description. So this is a lot of greens. But they've got a long way to go yet. They've got all the way back here to get through. And the Tans have made like a little defensive position right here. You've got a Stug set in the middle, and you've got 4 heavy tanks. And the Tans are famous for making their walls with their tanks, so this should be quite effective, especially with heavy tanks. So I don't think the Greens are looking forward to getting to that position right there. Other than that, I think they've pretty much taken this trench. He's running his own tank over there. Luckily it's only made of plastic, look, so it's not going to hurt anybody. Oh, tell a lie, just squished him. Poor guy. They need to move forward, I think. I'm not going to do any of the controlling of the AI, I'm going to let the AI play it all out themselves. So this is going to be an interesting battle. If we can take this strategic position right there, and also secure this back door right here, we could then look into maybe attacking the inside of the house. Whether we do that in this episode or the next, I do not know. Depends how quick we take this sand fortress over there. But the Tans do have a lot of infantry moving up, look, to reinforce the front line, along with a lot of tanks. You see, because this fortress right here, it may be a good strategic position for them at the moment, but it's going to provide a really good strategic position for us to hold the position in their land, just in case they bring any more reinforcements out of the main door. The front door's around there, you see. As you can see, we just can't get through this part here. Oh, we blew the bunker up, set it on fire. It's going to turn into a little pile of Lego melt. Melted Lego, should I say? Look at that amount of greens, that's insane. This is so cool. There we go again. So they're all piling together now. It's a sort of tank graveyard. It's these things I want to keep an eye on. Look at that. Absolutely devastating these things are. So do remember, whatever happens in this episode will affect what happens in the next. So I know just as much as you guys. I only do 1 take on these, I don't do 2 takes, 3 takes, I just do the 1. So whatever happens, happens. Look at all those tanks, that's absolutely insane. That's like 2 tank divisions. They've been building up their troops, especially for this occasion. And these tanks have been built especially for this occasion too. Can't say the word especial. So the infantry are moving up now in heavy numbers. Let's have a little look at the tan lines back here. So they have took out 2 of the tanks in the tank wall over here. We do have the Stug and a heavy tank left though. A heavy Tan-K, if you get it. Tan. Okay, maybe not. Oh, there we go, we've got a nice green Pershing tank moving up. So I've had a lot of requests to use the Pershing. So I've decided we're going to use a lot of them in this battle. But they cost an awful lot of plastic. Also a lot of battery power as well. So we can now see that the lines are here, and there is a bunker shooting at us apparently. Let's have a little look inside the bunker. It's pretty cool, see if we can get a good view. Oh, that's awesome. That grass though, just kills off all of your troops. These tanks over here. So the Greens are moving forward very, very slowly. Slowly but surely. In heavy numbers. God, I don't think I've seen this many Greens, like tanks and infantry in one place before. In the whole series. And what episode are we on now? I think we're on episode 32, I believe. Is it, yeah, episode 32 this is. Still waiting for this thing to shoot. Just 1 shot and that will take out the whole fortress. So we'll see if the Nurble workers are in action yet. They have been shot once. Looks like they're reloading. So these things here, they shoot like the bombs that they drop out of planes. Very similar to those. And that tank is... we've got a heavy tank. It looks very devastating. We do have 2 Pershings on the airfield right now. Taking shots from this Nobelwerfer. So it's a bit of a Omaha Beach situation here. Now we got the sand and everything, look. Oh, another good shot of the Nobelwerfers. They shoot like mini bombs, really cool. So the Greens have done very well so far. They've managed to push them this far back. All we've got to do is take the fortress, push them back to their front door, and then we're good to go. Unfortunately, we lost a whole division of Reds in the last battle. And this is a whole 2 divisions of Greens. Well, it's 2 divisions of Green tanks and 1 division of infantry. That's what it is. Oh, look at that. So I did decide to skip the battle map on this one, just so we could get right into the battle. But I will be doing the battle map on the next episode to go over everything that we've missed. So be sure to hit the next episode up. Oh look, there we go. Oh, that's so cool. And I will be doing some more of those story times as well, just for a bit of catch up in between. Oh, look at that. Bit of a waste, really. Don't waste all your missiles on that one tower. I've got to wait to reload. So the Greens have set fire to this grass again. So this is all the leftover grass from the previous episode. As you all know, that in the last one, all the grass pretty much got took out. And you can see all the blank patches where it used to be. The whole left flank of the Tans has been taken out. There's a Pershing moving forward. This could be it. Got some Shermans moving forward as well. Can he do it? Oh no, he's just been taken out. That was his engine, I think. Oh, they've lost the super tank up there. And they've also lost some Nobelwerfers. I'm just going to go ahead and keep it realistic and put some more guys on the Nobelwerfer. There we go. So that's what they do, you see. Well, the machine gun's still active. That's good enough. So that tank is now a bunker. Pretty cool. So how's the Greens doing over here? Still have a lot of infantry, but they're too focused on these tanks over here, which has just been taken out. The infantry's doing a run for it. So this is the new lines right now. We've got a guy who's got a bit of PTSD right here. He's just stood there, dazed. Doesn't know where he is. Got another Pershing moving up, just clearing the battlefield. Other than that, though, look at that. We lost so many troops. Let's go back to the battle. So now it's up to these Greens to move forward before the Tans actually bring in more reinforcements. The Tans lines are pretty weak at the moment. Mainly this fortress. Oh, there we go. You see, that's why they were designed specifically for this mission. Very effective. We're going to do very well on the centre line as well. On the battle map, the centre front line. Back near Omaha Beach. We'll do very well on. So like I say, this is a very, very strategic position. That right there will be the garden to the next Tan house, which is right next door. The neighbour's house. So taking this place will be a very good strategic position for both sides. We might even be able to invest in some more helicopters eventually as well. Problem is, they're very expensive. And you need a lot more battery power. Something that's very rare. These things just take AA batteries, you see. I'll have to show you the batteries in one of the future episodes. Greens are moving up now. That's so cool. Oh, there goes his rocket launcher. So like I said, the aim of the game is to get a foothold in this fortress, and then in the next video we can proceed and take this base inside here then. As you can see, there's quite a lot of defences in there. There'll be even more in the back as well. And I think we will approach it from two ways as well. We'll approach it from the front, and we can approach it from the back door as well, which is just there. So I'm very looking forward to that one. Greens did very well. Just running over their aeroplanes now. So the Tans have no airstrips left. This is their one and only airstrip on this side of the battle map. They do have one more on the other side though, so it doesn't put all of their planes out of action. But like I say, aircraft take a lot of battery power. That's why they don't get used much. Some Greens moving up. They're all wall hugging at the minute though. Those beautiful Greens. Oh, one's got up there. Let's check him out. Didn't last very long. Still got 4 dudes here though. One armed with a Panzerschreck, one with a 10 MP40. We have 2 with rifles. Got another one. Just getting executed though. I think these guys are wall hugging. They're moving over to this entrance around here, I think. We'll get around to that. Oh, same with the tanks. Very good strategy. But you don't want to go too far over there because the Tans do have lines over there protecting their front garden. You'll be able to see them in one of the future videos. They're not really using these much, are they? Be able to execute their officer in a minute. Oh, there we go. Oh no, what was that? Oh, I think I jinxed it. We've just used that and took out one of our big guns. One of the most expensive tanks we can buy. So these tanks can't get up there, but the infantry can. Maybe they'll be able to get a shot off. Got a lone wolf over there. Oh, we've got 2 more volunteers running up. What are they doing? Where are you going? Big mistake. I have no idea what those dudes are doing. Maybe he was going to run over here or something. He was going to throw his like a rope down or something and let them up. Who knows? So I think they're just going to keep killing the men because they seem to just be doing the same thing over and over. So maybe, should we give them a tiny bit of a nudge? Let's give them a tiny bit of a nudge. There we go. And send them all over there. There we go. That's all I'm going to do. And just see what they do from that position then. Turn off the silhouettes. If it lets me. Oh, they're all dead. Didn't even have to do that. That thing's still quite effective. Let's see if these guys move up on that mortar on their own. Oh, look how cool that bar rifle dude looks. It looks so cool. Just going to disable the silhouettes. There they are, down there. I think I was clicking in the call to arms place. So they're moving up. There is still some Tans over here, but not many. I don't want to move over here too much just in case they bring any more reinforcements out. We'll be covering that next video. I think we've done it. We've definitely taken this fortress. Looking beautiful. Definitely going to have to research some grenades for Series 2. What do you guys think? You have to let me all know what you want to see in Series 2. Let me know in the comments. And also, the website is nearly done for those that want to know. I am going to be making a role-playing website for this, where also I upload my maps, mods, maybe some other mods, and the latest news. Literally everything. I'm just going to put everything in one place. Tutorials on how to use the editor. Literally everything's going on a website for you all, so working very hard on that at the minute. That's why I'm not uploading as much. That's so cool. So yeah, it looks to me like the Tans are on the run. The next the next part will be attacking their house over there. What the hell is that? Oh, as you look at that, there's the slide. It's inside the house. Right, so I hope you enjoyed this one. Do smash that like button and do hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. So I will see you all in the next one.